Hey guys. Okay. Sidewalk chalk and the law may state many state and local governments bar people from writing messages in chalk on a public sidewalk in the theory that it is a form of graffiti, albeit fairly easily washable. Okay, so I want to talk about why this is ridiculous. First of all, this is ridiculous because it is fairly easily washable. Easily washable means that it can be washed off with water, and even if you is stepping on it, it'll come off. It's very easily washable. In fact, I would say it's relatively easy to wash off compared to even magic marker on your skin. And the fact that it's a form of graffiti. Now let's look up graffiti. Ref. Is the fact that it's a form of graffiti. Now, some artists. California's law says that any person, recklessly with respect to any real personal property, not his or her own, defaces it with inscribed material is guilty of a crime. That's a good point. Are constitutional, basically because they're content and neutral. Several species appointed chalk sidewalks adults too. Is chalking illegal? First Amendment. According to California, is chalking illegal? Speculated in First Amendment and says that according to First Amendment, it is. It is. California law says that any person miraculously with respect for any real personal property is not his or her own defaces or inscribed material is guilty of a crime. It said it is clear from past cases, including inscribed material, relatively easily. It is clear from past cases that includes inscribed material that is relatively easily wash offable. That is relatively easy to wash off. has continuously found that chalking bans don't violate the Constitution. Okay, this is bullshit. Because I don't mind. Okay. Okay, so I have a little song. I keep him caged, but I can't control him. He wanna play, he want in a Nerf, but I never let him. He wanna chalk in his driveway, but someone told him stay away from it. He doesn't know why, but when he's all alone, all alone. Feels like the law's coming down, the law's coming down. He wants to destroy Jerry Brown. He want to nerf, he want to... Oh, wait. Stay away from it. He doesn't know why, but when he's all alone, feels like the law's coming down, the law's coming down. Wants to destroy Jerry Brown. He want to nerf, he want to chalk. He don't mean no harm. And he want to destroy Jerry Brown because that man crushes 6-year-olds inside a soul. And then it goes repeat a couple times, and then anyway. I mean, oh God. How is chalking a form of graffiti? How is chalking a form of graffiti? Always chalking a form of graffiti. Okay. Virginia apartment complex bans chalk and calls it a form of graffiti. Graffiti sidewalk. A ban on sidewalk chalk. Virginia Beach community has residents and their children upset. A sign recently hung on the doors has been received complaints of children that the complex has received complaints of children drawing on sidewalk with chalk. According to the sign, this is considered graffiti and is no longer allowed, and it constitutes offenses to children will be the maximum fine of $20 to remove the graffiti. Another ridiculous rule. Man, my son goes to art school. He's an artist. He's fantastic. Pretty much inspires older sister and younger brother to draw as well. They enjoy drawing. I can't believe when he saw this. Now he said 3 kids between the ages of 12 love to use chalk on the sidewalk. Between the ages of 3 and 12 love to use chalk on the sidewalk outside their apartment. Have reports which decided to post signs in certain buildings. The manager said, "It's always been against the rules to use chalk. It has always been against the rules to use chalk on the sidewalk. We're not enforced until the complaints were made." He said there were 5 complaints Monday. This have mixed reactions. The rules are the rules. And Mayor, who lives nearby, if it is in the rule book, they shouldn't say don't do that. Doesn't care about. Majors said he personally doesn't care about chalk, but likes the strict rules when it comes to appearance of property. There's guidelines, but lines must be white, and the rules about trash. As you can see, the grounds are really taken care of. I feel we are treated great here. I think the ban on chalk. Others said they think the ban on chalk is ridiculous. It's just too much, said Robert. I'm over the rule book. I'm aggravated. The manager said writings on the sidewalk were hard to get off. He said, I can't. Okay. Hang on. Were hard to get off. That he doesn't have it written on the ground. But Declan reportedly prompted a new policy. Okay. They're not hard to get off. They're hard to get off because you're lazy. Okay. So, some people are really lazy and they don't like to clean up after themselves. Yeah, but now you gotta spend 10 minutes cleaning up. And 10 minutes ain't never nothing. I'm live. I'm live. 10 minutes ain't never nothing. A few minutes getting rid of the chalk, unless you're a really busy person like Mr. Gray is. And even then, Mr. Gray can just get his wife to do it for a couple dollars. Okay. It's not hard to get off. That might be because children were mistaking crayons for sidewalk chalk. It could be because children were mistaking crayons for sidewalk chalk, or maybe they were mistaking pastels for sidewalk chalk, which I'm pretty sure does happen. Okay. But then again, maybe the apartment complex could have a rule: no homemade sidewalk chalk. No homemade sidewalk chalk, and all homemade sidewalk chalk needs to be tested on an area not visible to the public. So that is what I think is going on. I think what is going on is the children are mixing the sidewalk chalk with some formula or some oil or something, and the sidewalk chalk is hard to get off as a result of the children mixing the sidewalk chalk. I don't know if this is the case. Comment down below if this is the case. The children need to be supervised by an adult. And honestly, this rule is ridiculous, and it's not hard to get off. It's easy to see that it's not hard to get off. However, for the sake of argument, we will assume, for the sake of argument, we will assume that something else is going on that's making it harder to get off. Anyway, chalk, I don't think, is a form of graffiti. Due to Pennywise's body. Hurt. Upsets some parents. Off Reno this weekend. Mom and daughter graffiti tickets in the Oak. Really? Really? It's hard to wash off. Last time I checked, it was pretty easy to wash off. You're saying it's hard to wash off as an excuse for the rule. Excuses. Look, I don't want to hear your bullshit excuse of why. Okay. An Oklahoma woman and her teenage daughter are fighting graffiti along. Police overreacted to sidewalk chalk messages left on the city. Lori and his 16-year-old daughter showed up for a racial justice group, 16, what he describes as messages of love on a public sidewalk. Short walls visitors can sit at the Great River Landing. As it included, love is not racist. You're welcome here. There's enough room for everyone, and you're standing on Ho Chunk land. Stand up for Muslims, and Black Lives Matter. We never thought anything of it, Lori said. The next day, Oklahoma officer showed up at her house and her daughter $187 tickets. I was floored that this was a crime, she said. It's over policing of sidewalk. It's over policing of sidewalk chalk. Lenny Methabliss told her that the message defaced public property and could encourage more chalking. Police issued this weekend after consulted. It has nothing to do with the Okay, hang on. Region on court on June 5th. Okay, this is ridiculous because it is easily wash-offable. And if someone were to deface my property, I would rather have it be washable rather than non-washable. Although, come to think of it, I'd like it to be regulated. But I don't think we need to over-regulate because not all graffiti is bad. Even if this is a form of graffiti, this isn't a bad form of graffiti. It's a good form of graffiti to where people if people are allowed to chalk on the sidewalk, and only on the sidewalk, might I mention, only on the sidewalk. Graffiti artists might not be able to be charged with a crime. You can't charge someone. This is the lesser of the two evils. This crime is less evil than if this crime is less evil than if you were to write on a slide with a crayon or even paint on it with some spray paint. You may only. Now, I would ban tempera paint due to the fact that it looks like regular paint, and it's be hard to regulate that. So I would say only store-bought chalk is allowed on public sidewalks, and on your driveway, you can use homemade or store-bought. And any chalk that is homemade or bought off of Etsy needs to be ready for the city's inspection or testing. So I think the city needs to test the chalk for free. This chalk needs to be registered with the city if people are screwing up and making homemade chalk. I'd like to maybe think it happens more than it does. The homemade chalk needs to be inspected by the city, and a store-bought chalk like the Crayola chalk, the big chalk, and yeah, let's have a conversation about this, and let's fight for our chalking rights. Let's fight until either I die even though the First Amendment doesn't give you the right to explain, even though the First Amendment doesn't give you the right to vandalize public property, it is not a form of vandalism due to the fact that it is easily washable. And to say that it is hard to wash off, to all the people who say it is hard, no shit, I read this, to say it is hard to wash off. It is not that hard to wash off. So, I have one viewer. Will, are you watching me? Will? So, to all the people who say it is hard to wash off, all right, so I'm gonna, hey viewer, comment down below. So, this is not a form, this should be an acceptable form of graffiti at the very least. Due to the fact that graffiti is not black and white issue. It is a gray area whether or not we should accept chalking as a form of graffiti, and I say we should, because I just feel like if we're cracking down on sidewalk chalk, we're cracking down way too hard on graffiti laws. And even though we have laws against graffiti, I think those laws should be marker, paint, and towards walls and sidewalks and everything. Marker, paint, pencil, but not sidewalk chalk. So the law should say this: anything except for sidewalk chalk on a sidewalk is prohibited by law. In other words, if it's not sidewalk chalk on a sidewalk, it is not allowed by law. What do you guys think about that law? I think that's a good law. This is Mahone 3478. You're watching Mahone 3478 talk about whatever he wants to talk about. All right, what should we talk about next? Talk about getting off. I have one viewer, dude. Yay! I have no comments, but I have one viewer. You like my little Mahone 3478 vlogs? Yeah, you know you like them. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's talk about this. This is my ghetto movie light gel. Really ghetto. I know, right? It looks like it was made out of the cheap. Looks like it was made for like $5 or something. Oh, you could. This is my ghetto movie light gel. Yeah, I know, it's pretty ghetto. These are my applesauce. No. This is applesauce. Made applesauce in the blender. Oh yeah, guess what, you guys? You can fix your blender with super glue. Super duper glue. Brought to you by Super duper glue. It's super glue. It's super glue. Okay. And this is my knitting loom. This is my knitting loom. And I have 0 viewers. Damn it. I was still live streaming. This is my knitting loom. And that's how I lost a viewer. Are you hurrying? Just kidding. But seriously, this is. I keep him caged, but I can't control him. He wanna play, he wanna nerf, but I never let him. He wanna chalk in this driveway, but someone told him stay away from it. He doesn't know why, but when he's all alone, feels like the law's coming down, the law's coming down. He wants to destroy Jerry Brown. Stay away from it. He doesn't know why, but when he's all alone, feels like the law's coming down, the law's coming down. He wants to destroy Jerry Brown. He wanna nerf, he wanna chalk. He don't mean no harm. He wanna destroy Jerry Brown. 'Cause that man crushes 6-year-olds inside. Anyway, I'm gonna end it right here. He wanna nerf, he wanna chalk. He don't know why, but he wants to destroy Jerry Brown. You like that? You like that song? Hey, comment down below if you like my song. Otherwise, I'm not gonna know. What was I here? Just married. Oh yeah, this is my movie. Just married. Look at her face. Ashton Kutcher. Brittany Murphy. Yeah, Murphy. Eddie Murphy. That reminds me, people. Eddie Murphy. Yay! Next one. This is my own nail clipper. And my fingernail clipper. I mean, hi guys, this is my home 3478. Don't think in black and white. Hey, Will, I'm still alive! And we have one viewer! Yay! Boba Brown. Hi. You like my video? Oh yeah, do you think chalking should be illegal? Or legal? Chalking on a public sidewalk, do you think that should be legal? I think that should be totally legal. As long as it's chalk and nothing else on a public sidewalk. And as long... Okay. The theory is that it's a form of graffiti. And so, what do you think about it being... So, what do you think about us having a minimal tolerance for graffiti rather than a zero tolerance? What do you think about minimal tolerance for graffiti rather than zero tolerance? Minimal tolerance is like not zero tolerance, but you're not gonna tolerate it all the way. How often do you find that people make homemade sidewalk chalk and use it on the sidewalk in your neighborhood? Like, nobody plays outside in my neighborhood, so I haven't seen many outdoor arrests. Never. Have you seen any outdoor arrests? All right, now ask me a question.
Nobody's really watching.
Hey, Will? What?
Nobody's really watching, so you might as well just.
No, there's one person. I have one viewer. I have one viewer by the name of Bubba Brown.
How you know who's watching?
I don't remember. What?
How you know who's watching?
How do I know? Oh, it shows up in the comments. I don't remember.
What do you mean it show up in the comments?
Oh.
Huh?
Backdoor Bubba Brown. Do you have 148 subscribers?
I don't have that many.
Apparently Bubba Brown has 40. Nope.
What?
Are you a little kid? Oh, you have 5 subscribers. I have 12 subscribers. Congratulations! You're a little kid, aren't you?
Who's saying that?
Who's saying that? Me.
Well, yeah, somebody asking you, are you a little kid, or are you asking somebody else?
I'm asking them, are they a little kid?
Why are you asking somebody else? Are you trying to see who's on there?
I only have 2. I only have 2. Oh. Oh. I only have 2. But I don't care who they are. Says here you have 5. It says right here that you have 5 subscribers. How did you find me?
Are you still live?
Yeah, I'm still live. And signing off.